Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode number 56. Today, we are talking about a lot of things. Sam, how was your week?
Well, I just spent all week working at my job that neither of us apparently have jobs, according to, what was his name?
Vortex Dinosaur off
Vortex
of YouTube.
Dinosaur, he's out here claiming we don't have jobs. So,
I
just spent all week at my job, so I don't know what that means.
My thing is, what the hell is a Vortex Dinosaur?
Yeah, come on, man. You can do better than that.
And why do you
even care? Why do you even care?
Anyway.
Like, you're gonna, it looks boring, man. Get jobs. But you took 5 minutes to comment that. I know you did. Contemplating it. So, hopefully you can get that 5 minutes back somehow, but you won't. Other than that, I'm just chilling here with my boy JD. Got Perseus here. We got the dogs in the house.
Yeah, they're my dogs.
So
they're like my kids.
They are your kids.
Come here.
There he is.
Yeah.
That's the big dog. That's Perseus. JD ran away.
JD's doing a sniff. He's doing a snoop.
JD's doing a sniff around, is what we call it.
Yes.
He's got to do a lap around.
Lap around. Inspecting.
Yep.
Did Dad do a good job? And
there you go. Yep.
He's chilling.
Good boy, Perseus. You good boy.
Do you have anything to say?
Bark.
He did the sniff test of the mic and approved.
He did the sigh of relief.
Yes. All right. So, today got kind of a little bit of a good show. Unfortunately, we were going to do it outside, but Mother Nature was calling and said, hey, it's going to rain.
It waned outside.
Rained all day, kind of upsetting to me.
Yeah.
Really wanted to do it outside. Got a lot of good feedback on the outside. I do want to go back to the Vortex Dinosaur douchebag. I'm sorry, we're not your favorite podcast. We're not your favorite sellouts. Yeah. We're not a Logan Paul. Respect to Joe Rogan. We're not like Joe Rogan. We're none of that.
Yeah, we'll never be that. No. We're our own authentic self. What you see is what you get. And
put it this way: you like us. You don't. You don't. Yeah. We're not forcing you to sit here and listen to us.
And if it's boring to you, then
some people. I mean, our stats show that some people keep coming back.
Hey man, if it's boring, go listen to a different podcast.
I bet you
there's many up there, and also, like, every comment, it just helps us anyway. So,
I think, he probably sits there and just comments that he thinks he's hurting people's feelings.
He's a keyboard warrior.
This is boring.
He thinks he's hurting our feelings. We're just addressing it because we thought it was hilarious.
And we never really do address that kind of stuff.
No. I mean, we do, but it's to make fun of it because of how stupid they sound.
I think this time is one of those ones where I actually went on it. I was like, you know what? Fuck you, guy.
You definitely went in on this one more than every other one's in the past, for sure.
I put on the thing, I'm like, I don't know. We normally don't do this.
Definitely not losing one bit of sleep over it. Let's just say that.
I seriously, the first night I said, what the fuck's a Vortex Dinosaur?
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on from that. My week was good, for my job that I worked.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird. It's a little slow right now.
Yeah. Kind of the same.
It's slow, like it'll be hit or miss.
One thing I really like about my job going into the summer is that school's out now. So we don't get a huge influx of kids
coming in after school,
flooding into the building at 3:30.
Yeah.
It's more just kind of steady throughout the whole day, but it's nice. It's better that way.
You're boring me.
It's boring.
Creative.
Yeah.
Get creative.
Get creative or get jobs.
Jobs.
But I don't. I have a job.
He's looking out his window now.
Yeah.
I apologize if he starts barking.
Is this exciting enough for you guys?
I'm just gonna let you know if he starts like getting upset, he's my guard dog.
He is.
He packs a punch in that little body of his.
Yep. So obviously it's not boring to JD because he's looking pretty alert right now,
and he is just probably sleeping.
Perseus is just doing a relax right now.
Yes.
So
yes, indeed, debut. Yes.
Yes. Hello.
You got to see him on the preview, but this is debut. Yes.
Yes. Hello.
Very good. Very good. Yes, indeed.
Yes. Good boy.
So last week we talked about my diabetes, whatever, right?
Right.
In the 2 weeks, I weighed myself yesterday at the work scale. I've dropped 18 pounds in 2 weeks.
That's good.
So,
in other circumstances, that would almost seem like too much too quick. But in your situation, it's different.
Yeah.
You're losing a lot of like just excess fluid retention right now that your body's just holding on to.
Yeah.
So just keep it up, man.
Thanks. Oh man, I just had one in my head. Oh, so was watching Use Assumptions last night. I caught the last part of it after they said it. I went back today and looked at it, but hey, I guess apparently we were the only ones that posted an episode this past week. So good job. Holding the fort down for everybody.
Yeah.
We put the team on our back and we were like, yeah, we got this.
We can do it.
Yes, we can do it.
We don't suck anymore.
Yeah, we are agent. No, I'm kidding. Sorry. I'm getting cocky. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Being a smart ass.
We still suck.
Don't fire me.
Don't
worry. So yeah, good shit there. I'm looking at my notes here. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Let's see if does JD have a word to say? Just a little snifferoo. Nothing too much from
Nothing
JD.
Nothing more.
Yep. No, not really. No.
All right. Nothing boring. Anything creative?
Well, everything's boring, right? Yeah.
Nothing creative?
Yeah. Our poor listeners, man.
We should probably stop talking about it.
It's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I just like how we use it for comedy now.
Yeah.
We just use it as satire. We use it. I don't know. It's hilarious to me. Moving on. Jinx, you owe me soda. Personal 1, 2, 3. You owe me a soda now.
So we're just going to go ahead and start off with some NFL news. Jim Irsay of the Indianapolis Colts, he was the owner. He passed away Wednesday.
He did.
Wednesday night, unexpectedly.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I was like, whoa, really?
At age of 69, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Too soon.
I know. Well, I'm not saying like, yeah, dead, yeah, but I'm saying like
69.
69. Nice.
Yeah.
Sad deal. He was probably, I think, a great.
Prayers up for Irsay's family and the entire Indianapolis Colts organization. Moment of silence.
All right. Yeah, that was, a bit of a shock.
First moment of silence on here.
I'm sure, I think Peyton said something. I don't know if Andrew Luck has stated a statement out there. I know Pat McAfee has said something on his show.
Yeah. All the Colts legends.
Did old Coach Chuck do it?
Chuck Pagano?
Yeah.
I don't know. What about Tony Dungy?
I'm sure.
Jim Caldwell.
I don't know about Caldwell. I don't know.
They went to a Super Bowl with him.
They did.
Yep.
Moving on from that. Push Tush is staying.
Tush Push.
Tush Push. Sorry. Your team is the ones who started that.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're the teams that started the petition against it.
Yes.
And I hate that. I actually am a fan of the Tush Push. I am a fan of old school ground and pound smash mouth football.
Not a real Packer fan now.
And that's what the Tush Push is. And we even tried it. We tried it with Tucker Kraft at quarterback.
My team, I know, we were with it. We were for it.
Yeah, I don't really envision you guys ever running it though.
No.
Unless you put like David Montgomery or Sam Laporta at quarterback.
All essentially it is just a QB sneak being pushed.
It's a QB sneak. It's a glorified QB sneak,
Yes.
but the reason it works so well for Philly is because Jalen Hurts can squat 600 pounds.
Yeah.
You know, he's a powerful runner. The only other team in the league that I think could run it with their quarterback is probably the Bills with Josh Allen. Another, you know, I don't think he can squat 600 pounds, but he's a big dude. Big, strong dude. I did see this meme that said the Eagles we play them at some point. Eagles play the Packers at some point this season, and it said something like run the tush push a bunch of times and you know, run up the score or whatever, and then when they have us beat, instead of doing a QB kneel, run the tush push again, just to like rub it in our face. And I'm just like, I hate that my Packers are the team that started that petition, because I actually like the tush push. It's a good play.
Don't be surprised you see it in Madden and it's just an overused play.
I don't know how overpowered it would be in Madden. Unless
I feel like it would eventually be like
unless you're using the Eagles. Yeah. Well, and another thing is why it works so well for the Eagles, not only because of their offensive line and because of Jalen Hurts, but it's really a rugby play. It's like a rugby scrum, and they signed that old rugby guy that plays on their line. One of their starting offensive linemen is a former rugby player.
Oh yeah, the lineman.
Yeah, and so
big fucker.
Yeah, so that's partly why it works. Like they have the rugby on their side, the best offensive line in the league, or top, definitely one of them, and a quarterback that can squat 600 pounds and who's a really powerful runner for a quarterback. So I don't see any other team really running it as well as them with their
they find
quarterback.
A QB, unless they get
Buffalo's the only other one.
I know, but I'm saying, like, if another team were to get another quarterback like Jalen Hurts, they probably would try to run it.
Right. Like I think a prime Russell Wilson would be able to do it when he was still with Seattle. In his prime, he was a little bit more of a runner.
You don't think Lamar can do it? I mean, he has the agility and speed.
Lamar can run, but he's not a power runner. Lamar's more elusive. Whereas, like, Lamar's not going to push the pile. If the Ravens are going to do it, honestly, they'd probably put Derrick Henry at quarterback.
Yeah.
And I'd say with my Packers, like last year, they tried it with Tucker Kraft. I could also see them trying it with Josh Jacobs.
Speaking of more things that kind of changed, onside kick is now back to where people can now declare at any time in the game.
Nice.
So they also changed the formation on it.
Do you still have to announce it?
No.
Nice.
Nope.
Because it used to be it could only be inside.
That should have been a rule that never should have been fucked with.
Inside a certain amount of time, you have to announce it that you're doing it.
What's that? I think it was that by the end of the quarter, like the last quarter. You can't do it at halftime or anything. But then I think that really made a lot of team owners upset.
Yeah.
Or said, all right, this kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I blame.
I've heard potential rules like they thought about like doing like an alternative onside kick. Like if you need the ball back, instead of doing an onside kick, just run your offense and convert I think it was a 4th and 15. Right. And if you can convert that, then you get to keep the ball. And it's like I could think of a few teams that would rather do that. If they have an explosive offense, I could see Kansas City doing that.
A Detroit doing that.
I could see Detroit doing it. I could see Baltimore, Buffalo, Cincinnati.
Could see Packers kind of doing that.
Maybe, yeah. Like these teams with good quarterbacks and
fucking everybody can do it.
Explosive offenses with good receivers. I mean, like a team like the Giants, they're not going to be good at something like that. No.
I mean,
or like the Colts, they don't even have a good quarterback on their roster. But these teams that have, established receiving cores or at least some explosiveness at wide receiver and a strong arm quarterback, why not?
Yeah. Looking at my notes here again. The NFL approved players to play in the Olympics.
I saw that too. I saw
But now that kind of creates drama now, so.
Well, yeah, because flag football, you can have, I think it's 5-on-5, and I think you can have like a max of 10 people on your roster.
Right.
And it's kind of interesting. Like, who would you have if you pick 10 NFL players? Who would you have on your flag football roster?
Jefferson.
I mean, Jefferson definitely would be on there.
But you also got to.
Who would you pick? You almost want to have two guys that can throw the ball because flag football is kind of like that, where like you can take the snap, but then if you like just toss it to another guy or hand it off to another guy, the initial quarterback can go out for a pass. So if you were to
Lamar.
pick, that's what I'm thinking is like I'd probably have Lamar.
Yeah, I think Patrick.
I'd say, yeah, you want a quarterback that can really throw it and a quarterback that can run and potentially be like a receiver type.
What if Tom Brady comes and do it just the Olympics? He's not going to get tackled. I mean, that.
No.
Oh, man.
I would say, but the thing is, too, is it's 3 years down the road. It's 2028. And I would probably pick Mahomes and Lamar because Lamar's going to be that receiver type quarterback, slash.
I mean, that's 3 years that, we're out, so we don't know who can come back or come in the league.
Well, yeah.
Be better,
Because I could also see someone like Jaden Daniels or Kyler Murray.
Yes.
Running that position, or even Joe Burrow. Like, there's so many good quarterbacks.
I think, but David Montgomery type of running back would be good in there, or.
I don't think so because David Montgomery is more of like just a power back.
Yeah.
Power backs really.
So more of a Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs, yeah, but power backs really don't have a place in flag football. That's what I hate about it. Like, I played 2 years of flag football.
I think it should be 11-on-11 flag football. And no, that wouldn't work.
I played 5-on-5, or maybe it was 7-on-7.
It should be 7-on-7, I mean.
But I played 2 years of adult flag football at the Y, and it's not the same. Like, it's just a tease.
So would they do 5-on-5, like a whole team, like players on offense have to play defense, or would be?
Well, that's the thing is, you could do that, but then no one gets a break. So if you do 5-on-5, like, you're going to need some guys who might have to, you're going to need probably one guy who is going to play both ways. And obviously that's an easy decision. Travis Hunter.
I kind of hope this opens the door for like people that then this is where the drama kind of comes in. There's people that are already picked and everything, and then they think that their spots are going to be taken. But I hope this opens the door for people that that are in the Olympics that are not in the NFL. That leads the doorway to either getting signed in the UFL or the NFL.
Well, like people that play just professional flag football, you mean?
Or they just play it,
Because here's the thing is there are people that play flag football professionally.
Yep.
That's what they're good at is flag football. Some people don't realize flag football is a completely different sport.
But I mean, you could,
you could
be someone who played and tackled for so long.
Right.
And
you can be a beast at tackle football though and suck at flag.
Right. Or
and
just
you could be a beast
around.
at flag and suck at tackle.
Or be good all around.
And some, and those are just your straight up dogs, guys like if you're a skilled receiver, who doesn't have to use his hands much.
Right.
Then
Big
yeah,
stretch.
you're going to be good at both. If you're a quarterback that can throw dimes, you're going to be good at both. If you're a running back that can make a lot of people miss and juke a lot of people out and you're a good receiver, Christian McCaffrey comes to mind, Jahmyr Gibbs, Saquon Barkley, you're going to be good. But if you're like an old school fullback or power running back or even like a tight end type, unless, it depends. You can use that tight end body in the red zone situations to play like center for flag football, because center can go out for a pass. It just depends, but on your skill set and what you're actually good at. But flag football, I mean, I don't know. The type of player I was in tackle football is so reliant on the actual contact element of the sport that it just didn't transition well to flag.
That's what you thought it would.
Well, I guess I didn't really expect it to, but I don't know. I thought I'd try it. It was fun, but it just was like, it's just a tease for the actual football, real football.
All right. You got anything else about the NFL you want to talk about? To me, that's all I can find right now.
Yeah, there's really not much else. I mean,
I know Detroit withdrew from their proposal with the playoff format. So
I think OTAs have started.
Yep, we talked about that last week with Shador and everything.
Well, that was rookie minicamp.
Yeah,
this is actual like full team OTAs, not just the rookies.
They did.
I just saw a post about that. I saw Joe Burrow, and I was like, oh.
Supposedly, Joe Burrow's not happy with the NFL with their decision of making a schedule with some certain. I didn't look into it. But
he wasn't happy about the potentiality of there being 18 regular season games.
Oh.
Because football, I mean, it wears and tears on your body enough. Like 16 games is a lot, 17 games
and
is a
then
lot.
plus the playoffs.
Plus the playoffs. Like, you're potentially playing 22 games a season. If you add that extra regular season game, he was more or less saying like, they should get 2 bye weeks then. Which I don't think that's a bad proposition. Like, if you're playing 18 regular season games, that's a lot of football. You should get a couple bye weeks to let your body rest. Or maybe, you schedule certain games, in the season to rest your starters, like intentionally rest your starters to keep them fresh. That's not really heard of in football unless it's the last game of the season and you have a playoff spot locked up. But it could become a thing if they extend to 18 games.
Crazy stuff, man.
Because I know that is more common in sports like basketball.
Wish the NBA playoffs are going on right now. I know US Assumption talks a lot about that. So, I don't know if you saw it. Speaking of basketball, this Knicks and Pacers. Did you see that last second shot? How it bounced off the rim and went back down,
Mm-hmm.
and he did the Reggie Miller choking.
Yeah,
and Reggie Miller's like, "That's my guy." I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
I was gonna something else I was gonna talk about NFL, and I don't remember what it was.
The Aaron Rodgers sweepstakes continues.
Oh, actually, you know what? I just heard something about that. He said he's going to take a little bit more time because he said some people in his family that are close have cancer right now, so he's been dealing with that.
I didn't hear about that.
Yep. I guess he was on the Joe Rogan show.
I did hear about that. I didn't listen to any of it.
He called out somebody straight up, but I don't remember who it was. Doesn't matter. So that's probably going to be it for the NFL.
Yep.
So I got some college football stuff since we're about 90-some days now.
Mm-hmm.
College football changed their playoff format. I like it a lot better now. I think there's a better chance for people to actually get a chance to play.
Get a spot, yeah.
So the best way I could put it is the way they did it to where, say like last year, Boise State didn't get in, right?
Mm-hmm.
This new format will. It's not going to go by conference winners. what I understood.
Yeah.
It's going to go by basically like how the BCS was.
Like overall record, basically.
Yeah, and rank.
Yep.
So BCS type of deal.
I like that.
I always like how the BCS was ran, but the computer always sucked.
It makes it unique to college football because if they just go based off conference winners,
you're always going to see the SEC. You're always going to see the Big Ten.
Yeah.
You know.
When they started going more towards that, it's like they're just trying to be more like the NFL because NFL goes by division winners.
Right.
For their home games.
To me, this feels like what they're trying to do is almost like their almost like their basketball and March Madness, right? So
kinda, yeah.
You get these shitty teams, but these shitty teams are, Cinderellas. I like that type of stuff. I think that'd be great.
Yeah. I like a good underdog story.
So yeah, that's that. I have two things about Texas A&M. One, do you think Texas A&M is a Colt?
A Colt?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. Why?
They give off the Colt vibes.
Ever since Johnny Manziel days, or what?
Always. They're like, man, I had a prime example.
Kinda.
Like
kinda, yeah.
When you talk about Texas football between them or Texas State, or not Texas State, they're all right, but
Texas Tech.
More Texas and Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
If you want to talk about religion and football, they're prime example of the schools in college.
Yeah.
But I mean, we can say that about us. We're Nebraska fans, or those dumbass Iowa fans.
Nebraska and Iowa.
Yuck.
And the Hawkeyes.
Cyhawk. Also, actually no, I got to talk about the other thing. Their quarterback actually is the fourth quarterback to sign a private jet deal. All he has to do is promote their organ donation transport.
Texas A&M's quarterback?
Yep. Marcel, whatever. How do you feel about that on an NIL standpoint?
That just makes it even more crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good cause, don't get me wrong. Great cause.
Right, yeah.
But to get a plane out of it, that's crazy.
Yeah. That is.
So yeah, there's that. So they were gonna do Hard Knocks at UNC.
Mm-hmm.
But they pulled out because
they're dealing with some drama.
With
Belichick and his lady.
She wanted, I guess, control or full control or ownership of Hard Knocks.
That's just crazy, man.
And you know
he has family members that are legit
concerned for
him,
and he don't care.
No.
It's
crazy.
I think she's using him personally.
In a way, yeah. In a way.
He's a grown ass man. He's one of the greatest coaches of all time.
I mean, is she using him like just for his money? Maybe. Yeah.
But it's more of the fact that I'm getting at is this dude can speak for himself. Yeah. I mean, a month ago we saw that. No further questions.
He's a made man.
We're not answering that.
Yeah.
The dude has 5 Super Bowl rings?
6.
6 rings?
Yeah.
I don't think he'd be like, he needs to go a fucking set and say, you don't speak for me. I never smile. But
I feel like he's happier these days, though.
Yeah, that too. And that, but that's all I got for college football wise. Unless you have anything else.
No.
College football's starting to slowly pick up.
Yep.
So I got something here I thought I would do today, and I thought it was kind of cool. Give me 5 things you cannot live without.
5 things I cannot live without.
Yes. It can be anything.
Food.
And give a reason.
Food, because food. You gotta have food to live. Water. Gotta have water.
But these are things that are significant to you.
Do you mean things, not necessary things, but things that are
that you need in your life?
Okay.
So he be like, oh, I need this roller in my life.
So I love skateboarding. So I like to have my skateboard. What? I like to have my skateboard with me.
Are you being serious?
What? You think I'm lying?
Yeah.
I'm joking?
Whenever did you fucking skate?
You didn't know I like to skateboard? It's my favorite hobby. Favorite pastime.
Continue.
So I love to skateboard. I like my tattoos.
Okay, pause. Time out. I know that's bullshit. You don't have any fucking tattoos. I'm the one with the tattoos.
I'm gonna get some.
When?
Soon enough.
When?
Soon.
And what?
A skull.
Okay.
So I like my skateboard. I like my tattoos. And I like my rap music. And
that one I can kind of find believable.
And I need my Starbucks in my life.
Bullshit.
And well, I can't live without them. My McDonald's chicken nuggets.
All right, give me your real one. Give me your real top 5.
Okay. You know I had to do a little spoof on you.
I know.
I need my cat, Willow. I need my friends. Everyone close to me, my close friends and family, my girlfriend. I need weightlifting. I need I need the iron. I need my music. Not rap music. Well, some rap, mostly hard rock and metal. Those who truly know me that know that that's my go-to.
Oh, not Christmas music and jazz.
Not Christmas music. That's right. And then one more, right? That was 4.
Yep.
I'm gonna just I'll say food. I love food. I need food.
Any specific kind of food?
Meat.
Any specific kind of meat?
Steak.
Okay. Any specific kind of cut of steak?
I'll say meat and potatoes.
What you have for supper?
I'm having steak and potatoes.
Shout out to that guy.
Oh, wait. No, yeah. No, yeah, that's my list. Yep.
You want me to do mine?
I'll put an honorable mention. I'll put football as my honor and a Dragon Ball Z. Go ahead. I got 2 honorable mentions.
Number 5. Tools.
Mine was in no specific order, by the way.
That's fine.
Tools. Okay, that's legit. I can attest to that.
Number 4. Video games.
Okay.
Actually, no.
I can kind of get behind that with you, but you're not like.
I'm not as hardcore as you used to be.
Like, I know you like playing video games, but like, I feel like you'll play a game for a little while, but then I feel like you get bored of a game real easily.
I don't really game.
You get tired of certain games real quickly, it seems like. And then it's
just right now. It's more of the playing right now.
Right.
Anyway, I'm not gonna do that one.
That one is off the list. So he's got tools so far. That's it.
Yikes.
Come on, man. I'm gonna say it right now. Beer.
No, I would say that if we did a top 10, that'll be like in the top 10. But
Okay. All right. Football.
yeah, I do football.
There you go.
Maya. My parents.
So that's 4 right there. You got tools, football, Maya, your parents. I just kind of put all my people in my life, my close people. I put them all as one. My girlfriend, my close friends, and my family, all together.
I'm gonna change my parents one to my circle.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'll change
my circle.
Yeah. Instead of Maya and my parents, so they're with my circle.
Yeah.
Cool. So now I'm back at 3, right? Yeah.
Right. So yeah, you're at tools, football, your circle.
So I'll be at number 2.
Yep. 2 more.
Probably food.
Yeah.
Steak. Number 1 would be my dogs.
So we basically had the same list, except
tools.
Well, except instead of I had my cat, you had your dogs. We both had our circle. We both had food, and we both had football.
But tools.
The only difference was you had tools and I had weightlifting.
Yep.
Wait, no, I had football in Dragon Ball Z as an honorable mention.
Yeah.
So I had something else instead of football in my top 5. What did I have? I had my cat, my circle, the gym, food, music. I had music in there.
I think those are pretty good lists.
Yeah.
What are your top 5?
Yeah. TNT Faithful, give us your top 5 things that you need in your life.
Even uses assumptions. Let us know your top 5.
Uses assumptions.
Talking dirt. Let us know what your top 5 would live without.
Touching base. All of you.
Don't disappoint us. We'll be watching. Sorry, that just sounds like Big Brother is watching.
We're watching you.
Yeah, I have nothing else. I mean, that was a pretty quick little back and forth of an episode.
It was fun.
We got Memorial Weekend. Got a 3-day weekend here.
Yep.
You're going to be leaving tomorrow. I'm going to be all by myself. My wife is over in Okoboji, Iowa. Celebrating a friend of ours.
Okoboji.
Birthday.
Bougie.
But,
neither was I. It's okay.
It's okay. I got him. Sam, you know what to do, buddy.
Peace out, TNT Faithful. You know to check us out every time we post an episode. Remember to check out Agent Life. Check out all those wonderful people over there. You got Touching Base. You got Talking Dirt. You got Useless Assumptions. Check them all out. We're TNT Boys. We still suck. But catch us next time. Peace.
See you next week.